sweeties, Nanna Tazzie here, and I have a special project. Hello, glue stick. I'll be with you momentarily. Okay. Don't know if you guys remember or not, I was invited to be part of the Shiny Designs creative design team persons. I get to test kits and play with stuff. And Monette has come out with a gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous kit, and I get to do whatever I want with it. She's calling it #everydaycreativity, okay? And I'll put all of her contact stuff and shop stuff in the description. Always check out my description boxes. I do try and put things in there that you will find helpful or insightful or something, okay? But this kit, it's the Peacock Journal Collage. Look at this. It's absolutely beautiful. You do like so. And she suggested all sorts of things like cake toppers and I can't even remember now. She had a huge list of creative things that we could make or might want to make. We've got some that are what I would call a typical journal style page. It's a printable kit. And these pages, I don't know if this camera's going to pick it up because it's really fine detail. They're beautiful pages. Now I've been staring at this for some time because, you know, it takes me a little while to get all the ideas collected. But what I want to do, I think, and originally I wanted to try making something new. It's still a journal. I don't know if you can see all those tiny, tiny details, see? And this one's all like leaves and things. And then we've got, what, two or three? Three full pages of the crinkly water damaged looking paper, which you guys know that I love. This one's all inked up and like splattered and stained, and it's got tiny details. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up or not, but it's like lines and randomness going on. It's very interesting. And this one, look at this. This is like a big wadded up and then stained piece of paper. I love, love, love it because it looks textured. It's not, sadly. Not yet. No, I'm not going to ball it up. I could, but I'm not going to. No, what I thought about doing when I first saw the kit, was make a toilet paper tube journal. Just a little journal with, you use them as pockets to make tag pockets, and you make a journal out of the squash toilet paper rolls, right? My camera is all wackadoo. Okay. No, that's way wackadoo. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Welcome to Belly Cam. Okay. After having this actually printed out and in my hands and able to look at it and go through it, I could tear it up, make a collage piece, which intrigues me deeply because I think it'd be absolutely gorgeous for that. But I really am drawn to making, you guys know I love my journals, I love my junk journals, but I really am drawn to the really pretty journals that some out there are making. Oh Lord. Nick the Booksmith comes to mind, and Johanna comes to mind, and who's the other one that does gorgeous? Well, there's a handful of them. They just Genevieve, she does a bunch of printable journals. I had to borrow the Mister's printer for this one because I kill printers. I can't do printables for the most part because yeah, I kill printers. But he did print this out for me because yeah, we need to test this kit and see what we can't make out of it. I really am drawn to making a journal, but I'm not going to do as this page would suggest. I am going to fold it, but I'm going to first stick it to, I don't know if I want to stick it to cardstock or file folder, but I'm going to fold it, once we stiffen up this printer paper, I'm going to fold it this direction with the pretty side out, and then I'm going to fold it again, I think, this direction. I don't want to fold it too much before I stick it, but fold it this way so we have a miniature pocket journal. And then we'll have to make big tags that fit in, and then we can decorate it with our lovelies. See, we have this little pocket dealie here, and we have, actually I need to make sure, well no, because we can stick that, wait. That's going to be folded, let the thinking begin. Okay, so that'll be yay big, tall, and then it will be roughly, let's see, yay big, right? So it's going to be miniature. And that envelope, or pocket, oh no, that should still work, because once the flaps are folded and stuck, that'll be fine. But I need to figure out a cover for it, and I want to make sure I incorporate these colors here of the peacock on this tag, the traditional blues and greens and whatnot. Because these are very subdued colors, what I would call subdued colors. They're very muted. They're beautiful colors, but I want to give them a little bit of pop and jump and have some contrast to them to help them shine. Do you know what I mean? I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet, but I'll figure it out. What I might do is make the tags, keep the pages in these colors, and then do more vibrant versions of these colors for the tags. So we've got some contrast, but not so much that it's disorienting or anything. Yep, I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, so first I need to, do I need to cut them or just stick them and then cut them? Oh, the other part's going to be, since those will be pockets, I need to make sure that the inside's pretty too. Huh. And I've got to figure out how I want to attach, how I want to sew it all together. Or do I want to do, I'm addicted to my traveler's notebook. That being able to take things in and out and move them around just tickles my soul. Actually, my book's all torn apart right now. I'm reworking it. So maybe we'll do that. I will have to get some elastic. Well, I need some anyway for another project. Well, that and I'm out, so it's just better to have some. So if I think about it, when I go and get elastics, I can get the blues, the purples, and hopefully the teal, mint green, whatever you want to call this color. They're beautiful colors together. It's gorgeous. Alright, what I might do, I will glue these to file folders or cardstock. I'll have to play with it and feel and see how I like how it bends. At any rate, I'm going to have to score it so that it all folds nicely, right? So what I might do is go and do that part, and then I'll come back when it's time to cut up all these and start working with the pages. because I don't want to use the pretty stuff on the inside, because you will only see it a little bit at the edge. But I don't want to waste pretty paper for that, so I may have to paint the backs anyway. Maybe I'll just do painty papers on one side of the folder, glue these on the fold. If I fold this and then glue it on the fold. Okay, I'm gonna have to play with that and figure out what I want to do. Alright, I'll check in once I get these glued down and dried, okay? Okay, wish me luck. Everyday creativity. Love it. And yeah, these peacock colors are gorgeous. Gorgeous. Alright, I'll check back in. Alright, you guys. I have found a stack of file folders. I just get the cheapies from Walmart. They're really flexible but thin cardboard. I also have that I could use, let's see. Oh. This is cardstock in the 92 bright white. It is a little stiffer, it's still flexible, but I think I want to use this for tags. Since we're going to make a pocket journal, a miniature pocket journal. Well, it won't be miniature, it'll be a small pocket journal. I think we want to use this for tags. And between the two cardboard weights, or paper weights, it should be stiff enough to really be a nice journal without being heavy, sturdy. Well, it'll be sturdy, but it won't be overweight. I don't know. I don't have enough words today. I'm actually feeling quite ill this morning. It's terrible. No apparent reason, just, yeah. I need the full moon to come and go. I usually enjoy full moon. I'm very, very creative during such time, but this one's kicking my butt. Of course, it is a blue moon. It'll be a blood moon. It's, stick that there. Alright, those are my, let's see, that's all of her copyright stuff. Yes, yes, we're using it for personal, so we're all good. I have permission to make a video of said process. That's good. And that's my deadline. It's actually due the end of February. Today it's currently January 31st, so we're all good here. Okay, I think if I pre-fold, and I don't know if I need to score that or not. Let's be, wow, that wasn't very even. Oh, I should have gone off the color. That's okay. We're gonna roll with it. I don't know if I should cut those out first or not. Oh, I always struggle with the little details because I always have another idea down the road. Let's play with this one. Okay, so what the plan is, I think, is to glue this to a file folder. And that's 2 file folders, that's a bit much. Okay, so we'll glue it to a file folder, right? When she's dry, we'll score down the middle, fold it over, and then glue the bottoms. So the sides will be open. Sides will be open. We'll be able to fold it, and we can either stitch it or I'll get elastic to make that. Before that though, let's see. Yeah, I think we'll glue these, cut them, paint the inside. Because that part you won't see a whole lot of being a pocket, but you will see some when you're taking things in and out. So I want to make sure it's pretty, because I want to do justice to this gorgeous work here. And it is, it's beautiful. Love it. Okay, so then I'm going to make sure I have enough permanent glue stick. Ah yes, we should be okay. Should be okay. Oh. Let's see, that'll go to there. So I'm going to start here and work my way back. And I don't know what it is about glue. Well, it's not glue because all the glue sticks seem to do it, but it's something in the manila file folder stuff. See how it changes color? Well, I don't know if you'll be able to see or not. It turns it a pinky purple color. It doesn't seem to matter what glue stick I use, it always does that. And I'm still not sure why. It's never been an issue, but yeah, it's just interesting, the chemical reactions in the papers. There. Alright, we're going to start from here. And I don't know what I've done with my big scrapers. Well, I guess I didn't need quite so much glue. Now I'm going to do this half at a time so I don't glue it all together. Time, get good fold going, make sure I've only got one. Oh, so how are you guys doing? I hope you're well. Of course, by the time you see this video, it'll be probably 2 weeks from now. In which case, I still hope you're well. I know there's been a lot of hardships going on. There's been a lot of... Well, there's always hardships somewhere though, isn't there? It's part of life, really. To some degree. I hope you guys all have a healthy way of dealing with crap that comes your way, though. That tends to help considerably when you've got a healthy way of releasing stuff. Which I've been working on a lot myself recently. It's that whole onion theory where there's even when you've dealt with something, you're okay with it, moving on, learn lessons, whatever, there's always another layer that pops up down the road. It's never comfortable. Usually there's no warning, it just pops up. So you have to deal with that next deeper layer, level, whatever. Although thankfully, the more I work on stuff, the fewer and further between I feel sucker punched by it, you know? And some stuff's, you know, breaking loose, letting go, whatever. I should have done there. Here we go. So it feels very much like a PTSD reaction. It's right there. It's a very visceral, right now, very real reaction, like crap just happened. But after a lot of work, you can acknowledge that that's there, back it down, and know that you're okay, know that you're safe, that it's just working its way out, and let it go. And it does take time, it still sucks, it's still Well, it's not comfortable, let's say that. It's still very panic attack. Well, it's worse than panic attack. It's like an initial trauma. It's I don't know, it's like your subconscious is attacking you. And you don't always know which issue, you know, the system's working through. But that part doesn't matter. As long as you're letting it go, acknowledge that shit's there, it's still got to be released, and just, even if you physically have to say, I release you, do what you got to do. Even if you don't know which specific trauma it is, it doesn't matter. Just let whatever's not working for you go. Although that's where I struggle, I think, because anyone who's lived in fight or flight mode most of their lives will know you use that as a safety protocol to wade through the rest of your life. Anything that makes you angry, or that you feel angry about, or that comes up as anger, we tend to, some of us, not all of us, some of us tend to prefer to keep that anger because it motivates us to not do that shit again, to get up and go. There's a scene in The Matrix that I freaking love. And it's Trinity. She's running away from, what, the Smiths they called them? I can't remember. But the epic chase scene, she's running on all the rooftops and whatever. She takes this massive dive off of a building and does this twirly, fantastical thing through a window and rolls down a staircase, and she's laying at the bottom of that flight of stairs, guns drawn, ready to go, waiting for him to chase her, you know. And she's waiting, and she's waiting, and she tells herself out loud, get up. I've had to do this so many times in my life. And that scene, oh, it spoke to me, like, loudly. But on releasing stuff, whatever it is that's ready to go, and you're not always going to know. In fact, half the time you're not going to know. Because it's not just traumas, it's not just hurts, it's anything from habits you've picked up from other people, beliefs that you once believed, whether it was accidental programming from your childhood or whatever. This stuff changes. It changes because you change, you grow, you learn. So you have to check in once in a while and go, okay, what do I actually believe? Why do I believe it? Do I still believe it? Is it true? Is it true for me? Is it helping me or hindering me? You have to go through once in a while and clean house. Okay, let's continue with the folding ones, I think. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I've gotten a rant, I guess. Well, not even a rant, I don't know. I guess it's come to me recently, or continues to come to me in newer levels of understanding. Part of the reason I actually started my YouTube channel was not just to encourage you guys to be brave and use what you've got and just make stuff, no matter what anybody around you says about it, because it's not about them, it's about you. You create stuff. You are creators. We are natural born creators. We're supposed to share our love and knowledge and all the things we observe in the world. We got to leave our mark to hand down to future generations, you know? Sometimes we're good at this and other times we are not. But as far as all the deep personal connections, that stuff is being lost at such a rapid rate. It's terrifying. Terrifying. Think about this fact. The mister pointed this out to me yesterday. Our children, their children, their children, their children, all the way down the line, from here on out, we have lost so many World War II vets that those stories are less likely to be handed down from generation to generation. So these kids are learning about World War II history through video games, which I'm okay with. Before you shit on video games, I love video games. Hand-eye coordination makes your art better, by the way. Just so you know. It's also great for helping brains fire, the synapses fire quicker. It's just better. But these kids are going to be learning World War II history in the most accurate form from video games because we don't have those stories from those that were there. So the stuff we do with memory keeping, it's more than just took the dog to the vet today. You know, Timmy lost a tooth. It's more than that. There are stories that you need to tell. Memories. Do a memory one about your grandparents, or there's one I still want to do. I still have to collect all the stuff because I want to make it a cookbook plus a memory storybook. Actually, I need to work on that. That's been years of thought that I haven't even started, and I need to because time is so short. And I still have my grandmother. My grandmother's still living. She's the teeny tiniest bit of woman ever, and she's adorable. Absolutely love that woman. If by her age I can be even a quarter as awesome as she is, I'll be happy. I'll die happy. Because I adore her. She's so practical. She's so frugal. And she's hilarious. And she's not even trying to be funny. She's just naturally funny. And her laugh. She has this giggle it's adorable. Anyhow, there's many a memory I need to write down and collect from the family about my grandmother, and possibly collect other stories from other people's grandmothers, and we'll do something with them. I don't know. I at least need to start with mine. Okay, I got off on a tangent. How did I get to? Down the rabbit hole. See again, Matrix. Matrix. Even if you're not in it anymore, it's still there. I know. Cray cray. Oh goodness. I know, I've been considered weird my whole life. And you know what? Not that I ever really cared. I really don't care if anybody thinks I'm weird. I'm just me. I'm too busy being me than worrying about trying to be anybody else. That's just ridiculous. Oh my God, that reminds me. You guys, and I see this not just in comments on my channel, but in comments on other channels. Stop. For the love of all things awesome. Please stop saying, I wish I could do that as good as you. Stop it. Because what you're doing is holding yourself back. When you say that, you're telling yourself you're not as good as that person, and that's not okay. Let it go. You do differently than other people. That's fine. That's exactly okay. So please, please stop doing that to yourselves. One, if you're not practicing, you're not going to get better than where you are. So fix that part right there. You have to be practicing all the time, okay? 2, don't compare yourself to anybody. Even if we all sat in a giant room together and did exactly the same project, it will never come out exactly the same. It's not supposed to. We're all different. We all have different experiences and experience the world differently. That's why art's important. Even if we do the same project, your art is just as important as the person next to you. So please, please stop saying, I wish I could do that as good as you, or I can't draw, I can't, whatever. Please, please stop. Because you're telling your inner child that they suck, essentially, and that is never okay. That wee baby inside you has heard that their whole life, I guarantee, on some level or another, and it needs to stop, and it needs to start with you. You know what I do? To this day, you know what I do with my writing? When I do sit and write, which, since I've started crafting all the time, I don't do near as often as I ought to, which I plan on fixing. At the top of my notebook, the very, very top of my notebook, on top of a legal pad, I write at the beginning of every new legal pad, I am free to write the most fantastical crap in the universe. Now, some people may take that very, very harshly or whatever, but it works for me because what I'm doing is allowing myself to write whatever needs to be written. It doesn't have to be good, especially for first drafts. First drafts are shit. Ask any professional writer, they will tell you. It's why it's called a first draft. That's why there's a huge editing process. But I am allowing myself, I am giving myself permission to write whatever the hell comes out of me. As soon as I say, I'm not good enough, that's not good enough, I'm not good at this, that hobbles me. I might as well be trying to write with broken hands. Although, that can be done. You know what I mean though, right? That the way you talk to yourself stifles your creativity or encourages it. So give yourself permission to just make stuff. There's no good or bad. There's no right or wrong. Just make something. I'm sorry, I'm all in a tizzy today. I really am. I don't even know why. I was still going somewhere. Where was I going with all that? I don't know. Maybe it'll come back to me. I might have to put a rant warning on this video. Monette, I'm sorry, love. I'm in a rage against all that's not awesome. Well, and it's not even that. It's... Oh, that's where I was going. See, it did come to me. Part of the reason I believe that I started my channel, originally I thought it was just to, since I was doing this stuff anyway, I did want to show people that you can make all sorts of stuff with the stuff you're surrounded by, okay? Like seriously, all sorts of stuff. You will not believe the crap I've used that's been laying around the house, down to pillowcases, old pillowcases. You can do magic with old pillowcases. Don't know if you know. There's all sorts of magics we can do. All sorts of magics. Okay, I'm going to dig out the rest of that later. Oh. But part of the reason I'm understanding as time goes on, and as I get more feedback from a lot of you, I know there's been some of you that think that I'm inspirational and what have you, or free in my art, or brave to share some of my personal stuff. I've always believed that we're here to help each other. We're here to either teach or learn from each other as humans. That's our purpose of being on the planet. For whatever reason, doesn't matter. People come into your life for a reason. And you know that saying, and I always bugger it up, but they're here for a reason, a season, or something or other. That's why some people stay in your life a long time, some people aren't there for long at all. There are lessons to be learned, or they're I apologize, it's trash day. They're there to learn from you, or you're there to learn from them. We're meant to learn from each other. We just are. And it doesn't have to be a skill or a trade. It could be a personal lesson, a lesson in bravery. It could be several of you that have always been afraid to try like altered books, or never thought to make glue books out of magazines and catalogs. If I can inspire you to give something a go, even one of you, that makes me feel like I'm living my purpose. I'm encouraging you to try something, to be brave. It's baby steps. Whatever tickles your soul right now to give a go, and really give it a go, then we're doing something good here. And, you know, I couldn't ever be unhappy with that, you know? Like, ever. So I'm starting to believe more and more that that is in fact my purpose. That is why I have a YouTube channel. More than just showing you what I'm doing anyway. It's really funny actually. And again, it circles back. I know, rabbit holing. Rabbit holes. This is why I speed up most of my videos, so you guys don't have to listen to me rambling. Oh my god, she's that crazy lady. Maybe. Wouldn't be the worst thing I've been called. But no, it circles back to that whole, we all do stuff differently. Down to the method in which we use to do things. Take gluing, for example. You guys may have a different way that you glue. That's awesome. We all have something to share. We all have... crap. Be nice. We're making beautiful things. Everyday creativity, remember? There we go. There we go. Be beautiful. Well, that's not even, I don't think. Let's see. There we go. Oh, these are going to be beautiful. Okay, I was rambling and waffling, and I need to just knock that off, I think. Apparently something's still working its way out. Do you guys have that ridiculous energy that happens with full moons? It's like several days before the day of the full moon, several days after, where it's just... It's almost a nervous energy, but it's not always like anxiety nervous. It's just a twitchy, gotta go, gotta get stuff done, gotta move. Apparently it's chatty, and I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so what I'm going to do is let these dry. I don't want to take up too much more space on my table here. I have so many projects, it's crazy. Okay. So what I'm going to do... Sorry, I'm thinking a million thoughts at the same time here. Yes, I'm going to take a break. I'll let these dry. When I come back, we'll glue the other sides and the other two sheets once I unbury them again. I think they're under that one. Yeah. The sheets with the tags and the little pocket dealie and the pretty flowers. You can call me Flower if you want to. Okay. Oh, that is so, has so moved. Come on, please don't be a turd. Oh my gosh. Alright, yep, I need to take a break because my wandering mind has zero focus whatsoever. Come on, get it together. What I might do, since you guys have seen roughly what I'm doing here, for the next section I'll do off camera so I can listen to some tunes very, very loudly, because apparently I need to blow some of this energy out of my system, because that's how I deal with it. And today I think I'm feeling some Pink Floyd and Led Zeppelin. Oh, Queen. I need to do Queen. Okay, Floyd, Zeppelin, Queen. Maybe some Bowie, which naturally comes back to Prince. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just bust out the tunes, and I will check back in with you guys when I get these probably cut out, because you don't need to see me cut stuff out, right? I would hope not. And yeah, as rambly and ranty as I've been today, that might not be good. So yeah, dry, I'll cut them out. Well, no, dry, I'll glue the other one, the other sides, this side. I'll cut them out, and then I'll come back and we'll paint them most likely. Although, if we glue them and then paint, because we still need to make tags, we can still use all the extra cardboard to make tags and stuff, right? You with me? Alright, loves. I'll be back. Okay, back again, jiggity jig. Or home again, home again. I always get that wrong. Okay, I'm going to pull out some of my drop papers here, which have been torn a little bit. Should be fine. Actually, I still need to do a drop paper backgroundy thing for Shannon Green's. It's not really a challenge, I don't think. I think it's just a general, let's do this thing. So, painty paper background starting with the drop paper. So, I'm going to make more drop papers while I do this project, and we'll go from there. If you're not familiar with Shannon Green, do check her out. She's freaking awesome. Okay, so I have glued all the pages down to file folder, and I did a rough cut around the edge. I'm not worried about way up close yet because I want to paint on the insides, right? So we've got all of those done. Got all the purples together, all the blues together, and all the greens together. And I have glued and cut out the tags and these little banner piece bits. I'm going to ink the edges on those, I think, or some such. I should have not cut these out. I should have kept them all as just the tag piece, I think, for the moment, because I'm thinking now I really want to paint on the backs as well. So we'll see how those go. This one, I think I'm going to put some lined paper or some such on the back, or I may just draw freehand lines. I like those. The flowers, I cut out the one that was by itself before I thought about it, because I can paint on the back of these as well. So the single one's going to be a slight pain in the butt, but not too terrible. I also want to, I don't know if I want to paint on the back or stick some pretty paper down on the back of the little pocket envelope thing. My reason for this is when we flip this, when we fold this piece that we stick down, the tab piece, let's see, over here, the tab piece, when we fold that and stick it down, we're going to see the inside of that, and I don't want to. I want something pretty there, even if it's just that top bit, you know what I mean? So, yeah. I don't know. I'll think on the little things after I get the big things started. So what I'm going to do is just have a play with some paint. But what I want to do is separate these somewhat. Let's see, we've got greens, blues, purple. Man, that sun is messing with the light today. Oh, I still need to change my room around. I want to get this project done before I do that though, so bear with me. I should have done it right after I got the new camera, but I still had to play with it and see. It does up close really good, but further away big projects, not so much, I'm discovering. So yeah, that, and I miss my overhead shot. I really love overheads, so you can see what's going on. Okay, so I think what I want to do is just, I've got greens, blues, purples, but if I put these groupings together thusly, I'll work on a greens background, a mixed blues background, and a mixed purples for each set, right? Are you with me? So what I'm going to do, and I cut these with the extra on it still because I tend to make a mess. No, I know, right? So yeah, instead of getting smuts, hopefully not too terribly on the back side, hopefully I've given myself enough room in case I get overindulgent in my painting, and can just trim that off instead of mucking up the pretty side. Hopefully. Here's hoping, huh? Okay, so what I'm going to do is squidge these all together. Squidge, technical term. And move some of my table junk here. Well, it's not junk, it's projects. I do need to move my coffee. In fact, I've got a new pot going because this one got cold. I'm not sure how. Oh my God, I love coffee. Okay, my hands are shaking. I have this huge energy thing going again. It just hit me about 10 minutes ago. It's like, okay, let's do the next set. Which thankfully, these are dry. Okay, so we want blues, purples, greens, right? That was the plan. Some of my greens will probably lend more towards turquoise. Don't really care. What kind of blues we got to play with? I don't know if I have one of those. Is that the same as that? No, it's not. That's Laguna, and that one is Caribbean, or Caribbean if you're over bent. I don't really care. Blue is blue. Okay, blue is not blue. Oh, I do have one open. Awesome. That's nice. And it was hiding a purple, of which is almost empty. That's sad. Oh, I go through paint so quickly. Okay, that's called Key West. I'd say it was more of a green than a blue. So So let's put that with our greens. And I have, oh yeah. Well, I don't have a lot. I have some Christmas greens, so I'll keep that for greens. Purples is the one that's gonna not be my best plan here. I don't have much in the way of purple. Oh, and my inks are like, well, they're pretty much, I think I've got orange left. I may have a purple. I love purple, oh my god. I love blues, I love greens. Okay. Well, I'll set the purples aside for the moment. I think also what I want to do is water these down so they're a hint of color, I think. Maybe, let's see. Yeah. Maybe. No, maybe I'll slap them on there with a baby wipe. That's what we'll do. Oh my gosh. I hate when they're packed in there so tight they just tear. That's not awesome. Alright, so let's start with greens, I think, since I have more of those. I'll keep that one. Ooh, poops. Oh, it peeled. The matte paints don't peel as good as the regular acrylics, I've discovered. Alright, so I use that one, chuck it over there. And we're not going for anything fancy, obviously. Just get the paint on the page, right? Slap it down. Okay, just start. Anywhere is good. Do, do, do. I have this horrible song stuck in my head. Okay, let's add our next. Oh, good Lord, maybe I'll just add water to my paint thing here. Shake the crap out of it, maybe. We might do that. Okay, so let's get that on there all haphazard-like. Yes. Now you don't have to do this the way I am. Like ever. You don't have to do anything the way I've done it. Just do something. That's all I ask. Just do something. Give it a go. Take a bash at it. If it doesn't come out the way you thought it should, then you've learned something. You know? Next time I'll do this instead, maybe. Or I'll try that instead. Or, you know, I say that all my art is experimental because half of the time it takes on a life of its own. And that's okay. It's good. Art is a living thing. Alright. Oh, that's a bit thick there. There we go. Okay, I'm going to add, hopefully there's enough here. Oh, that's a lot of paint. I forgot this one's a bit thinner. Okay, this is the Christmas green and it's running everywhere. Okay, now before anybody asks, things like that where I've gone from swiping to all of a sudden dabbing, I don't know why I do it. I just do it. So as far as asking me about my process, I still don't know what that is. I just throw paint at things. I don't know when to finish a piece. I don't know when a piece is well enough to leave alone. I don't know. I don't think about that part. Not really. I don't worry about it. The thing is, I can always come back later. Unless it's something, you know, I've sent off in Happy Mail or whatever, at which point it's not mine anymore. somebody wants to paint on it some more, or donate it, share it, whatever. But yeah, that part doesn't matter. I can always come back if it's stuff I've got here still and add to it, or see, and we're not too worried about this part because it is in fact going to be the inside. Alright, there's my greens. Let's see if that's pretty enough to keep. Sometimes they end up just mud. Oh, it might make leaves or something. That might be fun. Yes, maybe. Maybe. Right, I do have a fluorescent-y type. Well, it's not fluorescent. Oh, I do have a fluorescent green actually. Okay, this one's limeade. I don't know that I'd call it limeade, but whatever. And I'm going to put just a little thing here, right? And we're going to take advantage of our, yeah, I would not have called that limeade. I would have called that something not pretty. Okay, we're going to take advantage of the fact that we have folding papers, right? So what we're going to do is, hopefully I don't have too much wet paint on my hands. We're just going to fold and smoosh and make Rorschach butterflies, all right? Hurry, because I just smooshed green paint on my blue page. You know what, that's just going to have to be part of it now. Aww. Dang it. Well, now it has character. We're not going for perfection. I would have been happy with very, very pretty, but yeah. So now what we're going to do is just peel it apart and whatever's clever, right? Tell me what you see and I'll tell you who you are. Oh, that's cool. Nice. Huh. See, and I got a little bit of dark green on the edge there. That's why we left some overhang. Okay, this one looks thusly. I think I'm going to have to go let the dogs back inside, even though it's lovely today. They're going postal about something back there. Because we have people walk back in the alley back there. And then there's a huge parking lot and building. So it tends to be people wandering about back there. Ooh, look at that one. I like that. Yes. Do we need to flick darker green over top of that layer? I'm feeling yes, but at the same time, these are going to be on the inside folded this way. Okay, no, we'll just leave them as they are. We'll let these dry, and then I will probably just do the set of green and then the set of purple, and then I'll come back after that. Because you get the basic idea, right? And I'll show them to you before we fold them. Yes. Okay, I'll be back. Hello again, sweeties. Oh, you know when you go and do meditation and real deep woo-woo and you're so blissed out you cannot do anything? That is my current state of being. It's good. Oh my God, I cannot think, just blah. So bear with me, and if I notice during editing that this part's like not awesome or just too painful to watch, then I'll just speed through it. I got my Posca pens in. I found them on Amazon. They were like $6 and something for the 3-pack, and I went, you know what? I really wanted these. I'm not going to keep that. I really wanted them. I really want to use them in my reverse collage type stuff. And yeah, my Sharpie ink or paint pens are dead. So I'm going to try the Posca pens. Okay, let's get back to what we were doing, shall we? These are dried. These ones are almost dried. So we'll leave those off to the side. Oh my God. Yeah, I did. I stuck wet ones with not wet ones. There's the other one. Other two. And look at these. Look at our ink blots. Aren't they fun? Okay, I was going to cut these out before I came back. I just remembered. Sorry. I guess I could do that. Man, I am like, whoa. My hands are still shaky and I still have this vibe I can't get rid of. But it's not bad. It's just there. But I feel within myself a heck of a lot better. So yeah, I strongly recommend meditation daily. I'm still trying to find the perfect time for meditation for me. In the summertime, it's definitely better about 3 or 4 a.m. I don't know why, it's just that's when the energy is good for me, I guess. But in winter, I find right after lunch or early afternoon, between, I don't know, somewhere between 1 and 3 usually is seems to be a good time. I don't know why, I just know that it is. But yeah, it throws off the rest of my afternoon, and then I'm not feeling very awake again until like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, and then I just start over. It's very weird. Okay, so I believe the next plan I have for this is probably to ink up edges, although I'm really digging the way that it looks currently. So I don't know, we'll play that one by ear, I think. But we'll have to score these. I'll do one a rough fold probably, just to get a better idea of the middle. Probably. That could change in 10 minutes, you know me. You want to have a plan. I tend to change the plan on a whim. Because they're not plans, they're guidelines. Oh, I guess we could have kept some of those. I'm not going to. I'm trying to declutter my room. Okay, not so much declutter, it's just get what I have organized already. I don't have anything to really purge or anything, and I still need to, I'll need to do some more stash building, because I have not caught up since all the stuff I gave away in December. Which is fine, that's why we have it, right? I think so. Oh, I'm going to have to get some water. I should have done that before I started videoing again. Woo! Not very good at drinking water, but there are definitely times that my system screams at me to do so. So I don't know how I need water. I feel all swollen up and just bleh. Bleh. Man, I got paint everywhere. Oh well, we're going to roll with it. I don't know if I want to add any stenciling or anything in corners or stamping or something. Do I want to do that? That might make it look a bit too busy, huh? It might do. Okay. Whoop. I'm sorry, this part's really boring. I was going to use my cutter for this, but the blade on it really, it's not a very big blade. I might have to get a different board for that. I do like that it is a scoreboard as well, so we're definitely going to use that aspect here in a minute, because that's just nice. Yeah, I am all like zenned out of my gourd right now. And I'd like to point this out to any recovering addicts such as myself, no matter how long it's been. Meditation is where you need to be. Because you can get that, sometimes it is that overall just massive sense of amazingness with the high energy, and you feel great and everything's amazing. Or you can have, like right now, where I'm just chillax, everything's fine, the house could be on fire, I would very calmly just collect my shit, what we need to save, and walk out the front door. It'd be like, oh crap, the house is on fire. You know? But it's good for your inner being, your higher self, your connection to source, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't need a label. It's just good for you, okay? It's good for everybody. Especially those of you with many surgeries and such. Helps you to heal. Okay. I think that's enough to get us started. I'll give these ones a few minutes to finish their drying. But what we're going to do, I think, let me double check this plan. Yep, I think we're just going to score down the middle of these and then fold them very gently. And one of those scores is going to be backwards because I want to do it single. Okay, let me not lean off the table. I'm notorious for having it hanging off the table, and if I do something long, the whole thing flips. Because, you know, I am smart. Okay, where are we at here? Oh, can I math today? So that'd be... No, I can't math today. Who am I kidding? Not right now, anyway. Well, yeah, let me get my bone folder. Actually, I'm going to open that whole thing and fold it this way. Yes, I am. Again, one of the folds will be backwards. Oh man, I love that shape. Maybe it needs to be that way. Although, if we do it this way... Oh, that is a chunky page set. I am glad I did not go with the thicker cardstock. No, I think we're going to keep it like so. Okay, and then we'll have to run a bead of glue barely along the bottom open edge. And that will make our pocket. This is why we painted it, because now we can see in there. But first I am going to ink right along the edges. So, okay. Well then, let's see. That is like so. Let's get a rough idea here where we need to be. Oh yeah, I was right. Dummy. Trust yourself, goofball. Good lord. Ugh. If that's going to be enough for each side, or well, might be. Let's see. Whee. Okay, so there's 2, which gives us 4 pockets. Let's see if we can do it this way. Same deal. Oh, that one comes in just a hair shy, doesn't it? Let's try that. So you want it there, and then we're going to do that, right? I think that's the plan. Oh, so chillax right now. Like, seriously, can you imagine being on a beach, just listening to the waves? Beautiful. Not the yapping dog down the street. Oh, stay on target. There you go. off just a hair, isn't it? How do I manage that? Huh. Well, we might have to trim that one. How did I do that? Oh, I might have folded it the wrong way. I don't know. Should be right there. That should also be right. Huh. The other ones come out like that too. I don't know. Yep, see, that one did too. Why? You know what, we might just interweave slightly longer and slightly shorter pages perhaps. See, that there. That right there, right? That's how we did the first ones. That's got me all weirded out. I want it to be pretty. Oh, that one's closer. Maybe it just shifts that much because that is a really thick fold. I bet that's the problem. Oh well, we're going to roll with it. It's still cute. And I will glue them and trim them probably. Okay, let's see where these are at. Oh, that should be right. Okay. Oh, that wasn't very straight. That's what I've done. I've trimmed a bit too close, I think. That one's still... Okay, no, we're going to give that just a little longer. Alright, so we have these three to trim. These ones are done, ready for glue. Let's see, let's put them all up the right way. Maybe. Oh, that's adorable. Yes. Yes, I quite like that. Okay, I think what we need to do is start planning a cover. Because, yeah, I think I'm going to just rubber band... Oh, that one's upside down. Just rubber band them in like we would for a traveler's notebook. You know? I'll get some pretty elastic for that, though. I like that. It's a good size. It's nice and fluffy, and we still need to make tag decoration stuff. Some that came with the kit, and then we'll make tags. Yeah, that should be right. We'll make tags that will slide in and out of these pockets, and I'll probably make little tabs for them. So that they're easy to pull out, you know, get in and out. Ooh, actually, I think I have some of those. Who gave them to me? Maybe it was Shelley. Okay, I'm going to have to go through the Wee Beastie because there's some bits in there I need to pull out anyway. Yeah, I think Shelley made tabs. I could use in here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 16, 18. That'd give us 18. Wow, that's cute, huh? I like that. Alright, what I'm going to do is let this dry some more and See if I can't dig out those, and then I'll be back. Oh, and go drink some water. Alright, you guys, these are still drying. It's only been, I don't know, a couple minutes. But I was over here inking the edges of stuff, like a little banner pieces and whatnot, and I'm starting to do these, the pages themselves. Now you may be wondering why bother, because I'm only doing the very, very edges, because these already have inked like edges around the edge. What I am doing, let's see, hang on, let me get this one done and then I'll compare it to one that's not done, and hopefully it will be enough on camera that you can see why it matters. And I guess it doesn't really, it is a personal preference, but it's something that drives me crazy most of the time. Okay. Oh, that one's not done very well. You have to catch it in the light, just, oh no, I think it was the light. That one. Okay, so this one, let's see if I can dip my shirt in my ink. The edges on this one are not inked. Do you see the colored lines there that the edge makes? This one is inked. See how it's all dark? That is just a personal preference between, let's see, let's turn these both up the same way, between done and not done. And it doesn't actually matter, it doesn't change anything if you don't do the inked edges. But there's something about it to me that, I don't know, it's like a detail thing, I guess. It's a tiny little thing that I think makes a difference and can make a huge difference in the outcome of a project. And you could do this before we folded them all or whatever. Doesn't matter when you do it, I guess. You could use whatever color ink you have. I only have black ink pad, so that's what I'm using. You could also do this with markers of whatever variety, doesn't matter. You could do it in whatever color, doesn't matter. It just looks a lot cleaner, a lot nicer. Your eye is not drawn to that raw edge. And there's definitely a time and place for a raw edge, especially if you're distressing the paper. You know, making it all chippy and fluffy, which is a great look also, I think. Could also be why I like my juicy book pages as much as I do. There's something about the edge page, or the edges of pages being modified. I don't know what it is about it. I couldn't explain it if I tried, but there's something about it that changes the book for me. If you're doing this and don't want to get all kinds of messy, you could wear a glove if you want to. Doesn't matter. Again, there's no rules to this stuff, you guys. Just do whatever. Learn as you go and have fun. You too can make pretty things, I promise. Because if I can do it, you bet your bunnies you can do it. That's truth. Okay, so those are all done. Yes. Let me trim these at least. Alrighty. The one that's bigger than the other. Oh, that's still sticky. Still a bit tacky there, paint. Don't be tacky. Nobody likes tacky. Don't be that guy. I still wonder if that guy knows he's that guy. I know, random party of me. Can't help it. Of course, even if I could, I don't know that I would. Because why? A thinking mind is awesome. Okay, I say this because I'm not very good at shutting mine down. That's why meditation is amazing. Okay, that one's a hair bigger than it should be. There we go. Nope. All right. Okay, so see if I can do this without sticking it to the board, hopefully. The paint on this one's a bit chunky. Wow. Oh wow, yep, paint's definitely chunky on there. It's cool though, this one came out textured. Can you see the, looks like fan coral or something, all the veins in it. Should be okay. I don't know, we're gonna see. She'll either fly or she won't. Well, those ones come out just a hair short. That one's sticky. Don't do that one. No, that one's good. Okay. Okay, so those will need inking, that will need folding, that will need inking. Put our trusty little score tool in here. I'll put that away in a moment. To dig through my collection that's at the end of the table here. Oh, that's going to suck. Okay, somewhere in that pile of stuff is paper clip. Oh, there they are. Yay! Nope, that's the empty box. Dang it. I was going to use the packaging, but now I'm not, because I do have the other box somewhere. Oh my god, seriously? It's like right here. Alright, I will look for that, and I still need to look for the little tab things. And then when I come back, I will make little paperclip tabs out of this. At least get them started, and then I'll have to dig things out to make them all blingy. I think that was all of them. That we'll need in a minute. These will do. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go drink some more water, I think, and catch my breath, because just blah. Yeah, I'll be back. Okay, we have a win. I found all the cute little tabs and tag making fixins that Shelley sent me. So some of these will definitely be going on whatever cards we make, or big tag pieces, right? I'm going to put those back in this awesome bag. I need to find some of these bags, actually. Okay, so that one, because it's tiny, I'm going to stick in my top drawer here, so I can't lose it. Okay. I had a brainstorm of sorts. First I want to start with these. Okay. I want to set that right there. I'm going to take a couple of my clips out here. What do we got? Let's try that. Should be fine. Okay. So what we're going to do is take our paper clips, and I've got, are they jumbo? Yeah, the jumbo, just basic jumbo paper clip, right? And I need to think about which edge I need. We want the outside edge of it. I'm going to, yeah, I don't like that. That's going to crinkle, so hang on. Let's see, about there. I want to roll it over. Oh, ½ inch seems a little much. No, I'll give it a ½ inch. Alright, I'm going to score it. Ugh. Wait, let me do on the back so we get the right direction fold, because that matters. Well, not for everything, but for some things it sure does. Okay, so going to score it at a ½ inch, okay? Because I know you guys, I don't usually measure stuff. I eyeball a lot of it, and then I trim afterwards if need be. Unless it's a true junk journal or something, in which that haphazard look is actually better. Okay, so we've scored. I don't know if that'll zoom in anymore. We've scored that so it bends that way, right? There's our pretty side. We're going to fold the pretty side to the back, like so. We're going to press it just a hair. We're going to do this for all of them, because that ridge that we just made with scoring is where our paper clip will actually sit, and then we'll glue the cardboard to itself just to hold it. And I'm sure some of you have made these before. You can do them in layers. Oh, I might do that. We'll see. I might add those later though. We'll see how this part goes. Okay, I'm going to take a chunk of our leftover file folder. I'm going to use that as my base to glue on, okay? First we're going to set these up. Where's my camera? Oh, kitty wampus again. I don't know. Let me zoom in here. That should be right. Okay, so I've got them folded. Let's see, scored, folded. The edges are already inked. One more of those, I think. Yes. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is grab a little bit of glue. I'm just using Elmer's, what is it, Extreme School Glue. Doesn't matter what kind you've got, just try not to make a mess with it. and I'll show you how much I've got on here in a minute. And you guys know I'm heavy-handed with glue, so I prefer it to not ever come apart. Alright, put that back in there. Okay, I've got, this one's a little bit thick, but I've got about yay much. Then we take the outside, the very outside edge of the paper clip. Okay. Okay, the zoomed in thing's not good. We're going to slip that over, wait, let's see which direction. Yeah. I'm going to slip that over the edge of our cardboard there. And I'm going to use my finger to push the glue up into that crease where, and the extra back on here, see? And then we're just going to hold that closed. We're just going to smoosh, technical term, and they'll come out looking something like that. And you can, you know, if you want it right on the very edge, you can do that if you want. I'm not too worried about it. You could do it on the shorter one for the opposite side. It doesn't really matter. I'm doing it like this to start with, and then I plan on dressing them later. Okay, but that's how I'm doing those. And actually I should be doing them with a smaller paper clip. Let's try a smaller one. It should look much better. Should, doesn't mean it will. Okay. Let's see, that'll go that way, yep. And we're going to smush glue all up in there. Wipe it on the other side as well, which is why we put so much glue on that. And I'm going to fold it down. Oh. And that's how it looks on the smaller one. I've not tried them. Maybe I could do that. Hanging completely off the other side. That might be fun. I don't know. Then you'd get that weird topper though, wouldn't you? Yeah, I don't know. I'll just do it the way I've been doing it, I guess. There we go. Push that glue all around everywhere. Pinch that to hold it closed. That one did not want to close. That's why we use our little tabbies here. Our clippies. Alright, where are we at? 6 minutes on the camera. Okay, so yeah, I will most likely just put the rest of this together and then do a flip through of it, and I'll tell you what I did if there's anything that's not painfully obvious. I'll just tell you what I did anyway. I don't know. We'll play it by ear, you guys. So far I'm really, really loving it. It's beautiful. It's hard to see the forest through the trees when you do these projects though, because there's so many little steps. But yeah, it should be awesome when it's all put together. I'm excited. Okay, so that's our banners that we can decorate later. There we go. I'm also going to thin down some paints in, let's see, Kelly Green, Admiral Blue, and Caribbean. This gives us our somewhat peacock colors. Okay. I'm going to thin that down, and then I'm just going to splatter them all over some blank cardstock, and we'll use those as our tags. Okay. Actually, that will take some time to dry and whatever as well. So yeah, I will check back in with you after the camera's done its thing, and I've got more to show you. which will probably be tomorrow morning because I'm still working on some other projects as well. In the evenings I'm trying to study. In the evenings that I don't study, I'm trying to get knit projects done, put together. Okay. Yeah, that one I'll leave. Well, no, I'll leave some long, some short, I think. It should add to the aesthetic of the staggered look. Okay, let's let everything dry. I have cups and paddle pop sticks to thin out paint later with a little bit of water since we are just flicking them. Let's see. And then it's little finicky things I've got to figure out because I didn't paint the backs of these yet. I might flick color, thin down colors on those too. Yes. Oh, and I've got to do this one. Okay. I'll check back in, loves. Okay, bye. Hello, sweeties. Okay, I was going to work more on this project last night because it's the full moon and the whole bit, but let me stick this here in case I need it. But bring this up a hair. I finished instead these guys. Okay, this should all be dry. Finished my dollies. Okay, so there's one. There's two. So 2 babies for 2 lovely babies. And I tried to make them look as differently as possible, but yeah. Okay, and I don't need this needle anymore. I'll stick it there for the moment. But yeah, these are my knitted dollies, and the hair on them is very different than I normally do. They've got the big chunky yarn. They come out alright though. I think they'll be fine. Okay, so it's an update on dollies. Okay, I believe the next step was going to be, we'll glue these. If I find them all, that one should be able to fold pretty decently now. Yes, fabulous. Okay, so if we glue the bottoms of all those to make the pockets, right? Which actually I can do off camera. You guys will know what I'm doing, I'm sure. I'll do one on camera, but okay. I still got to play with all the little bits and pieces and make them lovely. Our little banner bits, the basics are done, so I have to find something to decorate those with and add some bling or something. I think this morning, however, the first thing I really want to do is slap some paint around. You know, like you do first thing in the morning. Well, not that it's first thing in the morning. I actually got some sleep. It wasn't until after 8, but yeah, got some sleep. That was nice. Okay, here's some glue, coffee, all our bits that don't need paint yet. Actually, we'll trade that space there, I think. All I'm using is card stock in the, what is it, 110 weight. So it's still, it's definitely card, but it's still flexible. And I'm going to thin down our acrylic paints. And before you freak out and go, oh my god, you're going to break up the paint. Yes, I am. That's the whole point for this one. I just want light splashy splashes. Okay, let's put paper clips over there. Man, I got to work on my desk. It's messy. And crowding me in here. It's not cool. Not cool. Okay, so I've got some water sitting aside. Let's see, with these cups I'll put a splash of water. Well, that's a lot of water. My goodness, a splash. Okay, let's see. I'm using Admiral Blue. Caribbean or Caribbean. Yeah, that's a lot of water there. That's a lot of water. Oh, that's okay because I have to do a paint pour after a while. So that's fine. Give them a swish to get them started. Yup, yup. Okay, and I'm using a Kelly green because I have it. And it made sense when I was looking through all my paint colors because I don't have a lot of other greens. Alrighty. The dogs are all about it in the backyard today. Okay, you'll notice we're not using a recipe. I didn't measure anything. I just threw in some water. I do recommend starting with paint first though. Don't start with water. As I did. Okay, bone folder can go over there for the moment. These bits will have to wait for their turn at a craft. And I don't have a set plan on how many I need or want to make, so what I'm going to do is kind of set these together-ish. You know, ish. Also a technical term. Okay, and I don't know if I want to flick these from here or if I want to use pipettes. Let's see. Wow, that's actually still thicker than it should be. That's crazy. Well, let's test that one then. And then do... I don't know. I'm only going to use one pipette though. So I'm going to start from light. Oh yeah, it's a bit, there we go. Splattery action. That's what I need. Yes. Okay. No, that may be too thick. We'll see. Okay. Okay. And then we'll chuck some blue on there, the dark blue, the Admiral. Yeah, I should have watered that down even more. That's okay for the first set, we'll take it. Okay, so we've got our basics. That should be fine. Stick that in there. Oh, didn't put that back down, did I? Sorry, you guys. I was so excited to play with paint. Alright, and we're taking second piece of cardstock. And keeping shaky hands in mind, we're just going to set that on the top. Give it a bit of a love. Bit of a love. Bit of a massage. Not a deep massage, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. I think I want to set this one. Oh no, because I don't have my tray. Do I? I don't know. I don't know. Would have been helpful if I looked at that first. Oh no, I still have to fix all that. Okay. Okay, let's just use this one. I don't think we have enough light blue, do we? I don't think we do. Let's try that. Why not? Okay. This one we're going to move. This one we're going to peel. Oh, that's fun. Stuff we're going to move, so we can set it right there. Yep. Just get this direction. Okay, let's put this one this direction. There we go. And I need another piece, of course I do. Trying to be tricky with sliding a paper out when I've got stacks of things on top of that pack of papers. Yes. Yes. Okay, that one made a horrendous mess. It's lovely. Now remember, we're going to cut these up so this part doesn't actually matter yet, right? Let's stick that one there. And put this one here. Oh, that one's fun. That's a lot of fun. Lovely. Okay. Now we're going to go and let these dry. I'm going to finish my first cup of coffee in the morning. That's how much I love you guys. I haven't even finished my first cup of coffee. But I'd jump in and get started. Oh my goodness, yes. You know, I normally wouldn't have put the Kelly Green in with this, but I actually quite like it. Ooh, I don't have a peacock feather stamp. That would look, you know, if you stamped it and then cut out a bunch, that'd look amazing. I'm sure they make one somewhere. I don't know, I'll have to look into that. Okay, I'm going to leave that, some of these bigger white spaces that are bugging me, but we're going to cut these down anyway, so I will leave it for now. When these are dry, we'll come back, flip them over, do the same thing to the other side. Or do we? Do we just want to leave the back plain? Well, we'll make some more, whether it's on these cards or not. We'll make some more. They aren't fun. They need something, don't they? What do they need? Well, they need to dry before I mess with them, is what they need. Ooh, maybe we can spatter some black, just a little bit. Yeah, we might do that. Okay, so that gives us 6 pages to cut up and play with, so we'll probably need, I'm going to say 4 to 6 more, just to be on the safe side, because we can always have extras, and that'll be fine. Yeah. Alright, I'll be back. Alright guys, we moved the first set. They're still wet, naturally. I think I might have to move my paper. Yeah, let's go for the next layer down. We're going to keep this one, of course. Even though it's got holes in it, we can use it for other things. Okay, I'm going to set it right here. Yes. Alright. One or two? No. Some of these feel really thick, like there's 2 stuck together, and it's usually just the one. Actually, let me do that. Yeah, let's do that. Yes. Okay, what I've done is thin the paint down more, just added more water, give it a quick stir. So hopefully, oh yeah. There we go. funny how we think we're doing random patterns and it isn't actually when you get to really looking at them. There we go. Oh yes. Yeah. I want to touch more of that light blue out here and here. Don't like naked edges so much. I mean, I do because there's less likely to be paint stick on the other side of it, but I don't know. I like things that run off the page. That movement just keeps going. Alright, let's give that a minute to get on there. And we'll... It'd be nice if my hands worked today. I know I can still actually move them, I just can't feel them very good. Although I can't, it's... You know when you have general anesthetic, and you can feel stuff, you can, I don't know, it's numb, excuse me, it's numb, but you can feel stuff at the same time. It's that thing. My bones hurt, I know that. Oh, that's pretty. Pretty. See, now we've got a different textured effect. This is where the pigment starts breaking loose. There's not enough paint to hold it together. Can you see in the green? Hang on, let me turn it this way here. Do you see in this green how it's made a weird texture looking thing? That's because there's not enough binder left in the paint to hold the pigment together, right? Which is fine because we don't need it to be paint. We just need pretty colors. And again, lots of open space. These ones came out considerably lighter than the first set. Same colors, but yeah. Okay. Alright, I'm going to let these ones dry and then we'll come back. I really like that light blue, so I might just do, maybe I'll just do the blues on the other side. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. I just want to include you guys in the process, and hopefully we'll have a gorgeous journal once we're done. Hopefully. I have a plan for it now. Okay, loves. I'll be back.